Sugar-free. These two words sound like such a relief that finally there is something which is healthy, I can consume without any guilt, will give me sweetness, and yet I don't have to worry about the calories. Well, that is actually not the truth. I hope you've all seen that video which came out recently. It was Trustified's review of these famous ice cream brands which are stating that the amount of calories is so and so, but it's actually double. So you can actually not even trust the nutrition labels. And today I want to pull back the curtain on every product which comes with that sugar-free label. And I promise you that by the end of this video, you will start reading the nutrition labels more carefully before you put them in your cart. So what happens actually in a sugar-free product? That simply means that refined white sugar is not used, but definitely a source of sweetness is there. Now what could that source of sweetness be? There are things it is replaced by. And in most common, we have observed that it is artificial sweeteners. It could be aspartame, saccharin, acesulfame, K, and any kind of sugar alcohols also. Now, what these sugar alcohols or artificial sweeteners do, they make you feel, the brain gets a signal that the sweetness is there. But when your body feels the food coming inside, there is actually no sugar. So you get confused. What actually happens to your system is your brain craves for more sweetness and the body is trying to digest something which is not even existing. So that craving cycle sets in and millions of people are stuck in that cycle. Actually, if you had just depended on a natural source of sugar and your body got to digest that sugar actually, you would probably stop right there. But this craving for sweetness puts you in that loop and you keep reaching out for more and you keep consuming more than you actually should be. Second thing we need to understand about that sweet flavor which comes without the calories. Now, this is a false sense of security which is created by just the label, but there is equal harm or danger inside. Now think of it, if you're consuming artificial sweeteners, your body sometimes still creates that insulin which is needed to digest or process this sugar. But the sugar is actually not there. So your body is confused and that insulin response is still occurring. The insulin spike is still occurring. So that is still not safe for diabetics or pre-diabetics. You definitely need to consult your physician, your diabetologist, your endocrinologist or a nutritionist to understand whether any source of artificial sweetener is safe for you or is helping you get to better side of your lifestyle habits. Third thing which everyone needs to understand is that artificial sweeteners, especially the sugar alcohols, have a negative impact on the health of your gut microbiome. Now, when we see that the bad bacteria is rising and the good bacteria is going down, that can affect your immunity, metabolism, energy, mood, and everything else around it. This is the foundation of our health, so artificial sweeteners can actually be bad for your health. Fourth point you need to understand is that if sugar is out in something which is labeled as sugar-free, for example, a sugar-free biscuit, what is it actually replaced by to maintain the flavor? Now, there could be refined carbohydrates like maida, trans fats like hydrogenated fats, hydrogenated oils, palm oils coming in, and sweeteners could even be jaggery, coconut sugar, palm sugar. So now all this is highly processed. It could be a replacement for sugar per se, but it is processed and equally harmful, and the calories are not less. So something which is healthy is still not healthy. This is the biggest misconception and really bad thing for health that is commonly out there. We all need to be more mindful of what we are purchasing and putting in our bodies. Now, fifth thing we need to understand is that sugar could actually be replaced by many people by their own choice into jaggery, honey, or coconut sugar. Jaggery itself has a higher glycemic index than white sugar. So that, if it's natural, it's definitely better because it is not chemically processed, but that does not mean that you have a free pass to consume any quantities that you wish to. Honey is rich in fructose. The more amount of honey in your body can be a load on your liver for you to digest. And if you talk about coconut or palm sugar, now that has equal calories to white sugar too. So natural could be better, but you cannot consume it freely. Last point I want to discuss a mention of stevia. Now, stevia deserves a special mention of its own. It's actually a plant sugar and has, as per research, not shown many negative effects on health. So stevia is the safest option according to me, and even monk fruit extract. But today what is happening is, when we are purchasing these products, there's a blend we are getting in the market which could be loaded with other sweeteners too. So you need to definitely read your label and understand if you're purchasing a pure stevia or pure monk fruit extract. Now all these points, after understanding all of this, what should you actually do? It's a confusion, but let's clear that as well. When you're purchasing anything, start by reading the entire ingredient list. That will ensure that you're not purchasing something like an artificial sweetener or something which makes you feel it's healthy but it's actually not. And portion size still matters. It's not a free pass to consume any quantity that you wish to. Second thing, if you're getting a sweet craving, which is absolutely normal, it's human desire to eat sweet things, go for dates, go for figs, go for a protein source like Greek yogurt with seeds and nuts and a fruit. Now protein is also something which helps you look at your cravings and satisfy your cravings in a better way. These things come with fiber. They help you digest these sugars slowly and not with a huge spike of blood glucose. Now that was the second thing. Third thing you can do is stay hydrated. When you're not hydrated, your mind is confused and always wants to reach out for something very sweet. So that is one more thing you need to check. And if you're stressed, if you're not sleeping well, you could still be reaching out for something to satisfy your cravings and make you feel better as a comfort food. So if you check all these points, I think you are in a safe zone. Lastly, I want to say, if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, you need to ensure that you check with your doctor which source of sugar or artificial sweetener is safe for you. All these points covered, I think you will be able to understand and judge very rightly which one is safe for you. Please mention in the comments below which artificial sweetener are you using and what kind of effects are you feeling.